So TJ Holmes and Amy Robach got fired from their jobs on the third hour of Good Morning America a year or so ago. It wasn't because they had an affair. I mean, according to the reports in the Daily Mail and the New York Post, he had been stooping half of the newsroom. So this was not his first rodeo outside of his marriage. She was also married at the time to Andrew Shue, formerly of Melrose Place. She later claimed, he had moved out by the time, this affair broke. But we saw the pictures. It had been going back some time, whatever. I don't think they got fired for infidelity to their respective spouses, though there was a day when that would have canned you from morning TV. They got fired because they then paraded themselves in their teeny weeny bikinis all over the beaches of America, fawning over one another. They both have children in their marriages, and their kids, hers in particular, were posting sad-faced photos of themselves, like alone with their dad, without their mom, who we saw simultaneously frolicking in her little bikini with the affair partner. That's a no. That's a PR nightmare for a company like GMA, ABC, the Mouse. So they got canned, which was totally predictable. They could have saved themselves, done a mea culpa, gotten past it, but they chose to go another way, trying to make us celebrate their affairs. And it was a hard no. There still are some standards. So now they've launched a podcast. This thing is like a soap opera. You won't be surprised given how their relationship appears to have begun. It doesn't seem like it's going very well. I don't think it's long for the wear, Charlie. So
no.
On Tuesday of this past week, they decided to drop a podcast in the middle of an argument, of a fight they were having. And I'm sorry, I find them so unlikable. The victim, he's an ass. She's victimized at everything. She can't believe all the work she has to do now as a podcaster. She's used to somebody doing this for her. It's stressful. And just here's a little sampling.
What a tough life we have, right?
Listen to SOT 17.
I have always been fully confident in our ability to work together. What I haven't done as much of in my career is be responsible for content, booking, ratings. The pressure of all of that, I think, has consumed both of us. I like to talk it out and brainstorm and throw things out and up, and you like to quietly do your thing by yourself. And so what we've ended up doing is sitting in silence for hours next to each other, and it's exhausting. When it is an extended period of time or multiple days, I start to feel nervous.
Nervous about what?
How you're feeling about us and me.
Is that always on the table? Like everything that comes up, is it always that? Because that's like nuclear. I don't know how in those moments to take care of me and take care of somebody else.
Oh, my Lord.
Well, so so Megyn, I take coming on your show very seriously. So I did a lot. I had to listen to this pile of crap.
God bless you.
Otherwise, and so first of all, I found it very interesting. You know that their ex-spouses are now together? It's like very bizarre. So that whole thing, I just, in the research, I was like, well, that's really weird.
Either.
Secondly, in the podcast, he periodically calls her Robot, like her by her last name. Like, did you notice? He periodically calls her by her last name as if he's like coaching her in a basketball game.
It's bizarre.
It was very, very strange. These people are so
what I notice is
self-important.
she keeps using terms like authenticity and I have to be, what was it?
Gosh.
I'm living my own truth. I'm like, she's been totally wrapped up in the psychobabble.
So I'm far from an expert on this, but here was my initial takeaway, and it is part of an argument I've made for years. You could tell a lot about somebody and how talented they are or not when you remove them from the box. When you remove them from being in 100 million homes and all of a sudden you make them have to survive in the wild, you're going to find out a lot if they have talent or whether they don't. I mean, and Megyn, look, you have like the #1 podcast on the planet here, and it's, we love it. We love the success. We love the virality. I don't think this is going to do very well. First of all, it's just I don't know. Look, I'm a big market guy. I'm a big competitor. I can't imagine people on their commute to work turning that on while they're sitting in traffic on the 405. Maybe I'm wrong, but podcasting is a ruthless business, as you well know, Megyn. It's hyper competitive, and what I love about it is that if you're a failure, people see you're a failure very, very quickly. It's just if you don't succeed, you go into the hint. I don't know. I am.
You got
I'm
it. Like
short on this
the part
one.
about her complaining about it's the pressure of like having to put together our own podcast. Meanwhile, I guarantee you, these people are working 3 hours a day. Okay, nurses are on their feet 8 to 12 hours a day dealing with sick bodily functions. They actually have to work to put food on their tables. These are both millionaires. Just stop. No one feels sorry for you.
What
and then
was
they were
she
like,
saying?
we don't want people to think we're the perfect couple. We don't. Don't worry.
Yeah, we don't. But what she's saying is that for her, she has to be interesting, and that's really hard work for her. She used to, at Good Morning America, just say, here, read this script brought to you by Pfizer. You know, America's a racist country.
Yes.
The orange man is destroying us. Let's go to our frontline correspondent. Now she has to be in a podcast and actually be interesting. Very tiring, exhausting work.
What are they going to do when they're not talking about themselves? By the way, we've got to end with this. There was a follow-up to the Fight podcast in which TJ, said the following. Listen to Sat 20.
I don't want to put this out because this is going to, I fear, be viewed as a black man beating up on a white woman. Now, if anybody took their time and listened to that podcast, obviously, I was not yelling, screaming. I wasn't doing anything. Now, we are a couple who's having a disagreement, so obviously neither one of us were having our best moments. But my immediate concern was that. And you and Sugarman both like, wait, what?
I was shocked.
They got to get the race in there. Got to do it. Old habits die hard. And they were still fighting.
But
this is the resumption of the fight.
My immediate concern, so more so than the well-being of your partner, your immediate concern is that you're playing into some like weird racial stereotype. Like these people need more than therapy. They need to go to like Switzerland for a month. They need like a whole team of people that just look at them and heal them. They're far from role models. We'll see if that works. I have a feeling this podcast is not going to be around for too long.
No, this is not a healthy relationship, and it didn't start well, and it's not going to end well. We all know the value of a good night's sleep. You feel better, you look better, you have more energy. The list is endless. Yet, getting better sleep is a tough resolution to follow through on. It can seem sometimes like a lost cause. You're too hot, you're too cold, you don't know what's wrong, but you're not sleeping well. But now there's Cozy Earth. Cozy Earth has the softest, most luxurious, and responsibly sourced bedding on the planet. And because their bedding is made with premium viscose from highly sustainable bamboo, it's naturally temperature regulating, so you sleep comfortably year-round. As one customer put it, buy these sheets. The difference in my sleep was immediate and worth every penny. I couldn't agree more. Experience life-changing luxury with Cozy Earth's bedding, bath, and apparel products, all backed by a 100-night sleep trial, as well as a 10-year warranty. Visit CozyEarth.com for details. Right now, you can save up to 35% off. CozyEarth.com. Go there now. Enter my promo code Megyn at checkout for up to 35% off your first order. Okay, CozyEarth.com. Promo code Megyn to get 35% off. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.